Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Wish you a very good morning to all. How are you all? I hope you all are doing great by the blessing of Allah. And Alhamdulillah, I am also fit and fine. Today I am going to take your ICT class. Before starting our today's class, let me introduce myself with you. My name is Rokaya Banu Pushpa. I am your ICT teacher from English Medium Senior Section Sector 7, Uttara, Dhaka. So dear students, let's start our today's class. My dear students, welcome to my ICT class, that is Information, Communication and Technology. Dear students, today I am going to take the class of class 6 and we are going to start from chapter 2. Our lesson is lesson 6 and 7. My dear students, don't forget to write your CW number. Our CW number is 8 and our chapter name is Instruments Related to ICT. So now, my dear students, first of all, we will see our previous lesson. That means what we have learned in our previous lesson. After that, we will start our new lesson. In our previous lesson, we have learned about lesson 3 of chapter 2. That is Instruments Related to Information and Communication Technology. Dear students, here in the picture you can see some input devices. Yes, right you are. That means in our previous lesson we have learned about input device. So now tell me, what is input device? The device which sends data to a computer for processing, that is called input device. There are different types of input devices. Here in the picture you can see these input devices: touch screen, monitor, camera, keyboard, mouse, speaker, microphone, webcam. These all are input device. After that, we have come to know about lesson 4 of chapter 2. So, dear students, can you guess what we have learned from lesson 4? Yes, right you are. We have learned about memory and storage device. You can guess it from seeing the picture I have shared with you. Now tell me, what is the difference between memory and storage device? Memory is the temporary storage device and storage is the permanent storage device. And here in the picture you can see RAM, that means random access memory. A 1 GB RAM can keep information equivalent to 1 million words. In the right side picture you can see this is a picture of storage device, that is disk. The disk of the hard drive moves from 5400 to 7200 times in a second. Then we have learned about lesson 5. So what we have learned from lesson 5? Yes, my dear students, by seeing the picture you can guess what we have learned in our previous lesson from lesson 5. Yes, right you are. We have learned about processor and motherboard. So now tell me, what do you understand by processor and motherboard? Yes, motherboard is the primary circuit board of a computer containing the circuitry for the central processing unit with slots for other devices, while processor is the entire CPU of a computer on a single integrated circuit or chip. Right you are. And here in the picture you can see in the right side this is processor, in the left side this is the motherboard. Now my dear students, come to our today's topic. Now can you guess which topic we are going to start? Yes, my dear students, I understand. Then by seeing the pictures which is giving you clue, you can understand our today's topic. Our today's topic is output device. Very good. So, our today's chapter, chapter 2, lesson 6, and our today's topic is output device. First of all, we have to know what is output device. An output device is a device that receives data from a computer and usually for display, projection or physical reproduction. Here are some examples of output device: monitor, printer, speakers, headset, projector, plotter. So now you can see here we have learned already what is output device. Here are more pictures of output device. So we have learned in our previous lesson what is input device. After that we have learned what is output device. So now we will see the difference between input device and output device. Here input device are the categories that mouse, keyboard, webcam, touch screen, joystick, microphone, optical pen. These are the input devices. And on the other hand, you can see output devices are monitor, speaker, printer, projector, headset, plotter. So from here you can see clearly that the devices which sends data, that is called input devices, but the devices which receives data or information to show us the result or give us the result, that devices are output devices. So simply we can say the differences between input device and output device. Now here you can see that a picture of monitor. So we can see in the monitor and can hear from the speaker. So the computer has now become a great means of recreation. Only one person can watch in the small monitor of computer. Sometimes it is not sufficient, rather we need to see together. The picture in the monitor must be made bigger when somebody deliver lecture or give a presentation. Any device that can act as both input and output device at the same time. Do you know that? Which one? Surely it can be, and the name of such device is touch screen. The touch screen works like a monitor and we can enter information inside that screen by touching it. Now touch screen is not only for the computer, there is also touch screen for mobile phone. You know that because most of the people now we have the Android touch mobile phone. Here in the picture also you can see how touch screen works. Touch screen is both input and output device at the same time. Now dear student, here you can see the picture of printer. Printer does not only print brightly, it also can do color printing. And printer will give you the output whatever you want to give or get from the printer. That means the information you give through the keyboard and mouse, that information after processing the result will get by the printer. So printer print not only brightly but also color printing. Now dear students, you can see here in the screen the picture of plotter. Plotter is one kind of output device. Plotter is there for printing big pictures, banners or as posters. These kinds of pictures printing, we need plotter. So here in the picture you can see the plotter. Speaker. Speaker is one kind of output device, and this is an important output device because if you want to hear the sound of a movie or music, you have to use the speaker. Without speaker, the louder sound you can't get, and if you use the headphone, you can only enjoy the music or the video personally. But if you want to see or hear something togetherly, you must need this speaker. Here you can see another output device, and this is, in the modern technology, it is one of the modern and important technological device. And we have video or multimedia projector to show the picture of the monitor in a much bigger size. So you can understand how important device it is.
My dear students, I hope you have understand our today's lesson properly. So now I will show you an interesting video about our today's topic. So dear students, let's enjoy the video.
What are you worried about, Rennie?
Oh, Clico, we have a computer test tomorrow. Our teacher said that the test will be about different types of computer devices.
So, what is there to worry about?
I know very little about computer devices.
Don't worry, I am here to help you out.
Oh, really? Thank you. Please teach me more about computer devices.
Look, Rennie, the devices that we use with a computer are divided into different types. Let us first discuss about input devices.
What are input devices?
Devices that feed data into a computer are called input devices.
What kind of devices feed data into a computer?
Why? The keyboard, the mouse, or a joystick. They are all used to feed data into a computer.
So, they all are input devices.
Yes, Rennie.
I understand. By pressing the keys of the keyboard, we tell the computer what to do, and the letters and number appear on the screen. So this keyboard is an input device.
You are right, Rennie. This keyboard, it is called a QWERTY keyboard, and it is the most commonly used keyboard.
Why is it called QWERTY keyboard?
It is named after the first 5 letters of the top row of the alphabet keys. And these keys are Q, W, E, R, T, Y. Similarly, the mouse is also an input device, as by pressing the button on the mouse or by moving it, we command the cursor on the screen to move where we want to move. We use the mouse to open or close files or navigate websites.
What about the joystick?
The joystick is too an input device. By pressing the buttons on the joystick or by moving it, we command the objects in the screen to move or react while playing video games.
Are there any other input devices beside these 3?
Yes, there are trackballs and light pens that are used with computers are also input devices. You should also keep in mind that input devices other than the keyboard are sometimes called alternate input devices.
Is the monitor also an input device?
No, Rini. The monitor is an output device.
What are output devices?
Output devices are devices which show the result of the work done on a computer. These devices are connected to a computer with cables. Monitors, printers, and speakers are some of the output devices.
Tell me more about each of them.
You already know that a monitor looks like a TV. It displays the information on its screen. CRT or cathode ray tube and LCD or liquid crystal display are two types of monitor. A printer is another type of output device. It gets the processed data from the computer and prints it on a sheet of paper. Inkjet printers, laser printers, and dot matrix printers are three types of printers. Speakers used with computers are also output devices. They give out sound generated by the computer. Some computers have speakers built inside them and some have to be attached with wires.
What about the CPU? Is it also an output device?
No, Rennie. The CPU is a processing device.
Tell me more about the CPU.
You should know that the processing is the main step that a computer follows. All processing takes place inside the system, unit or the CPU. The CPU is a box-like case. It contains the hard disk, the motherboard, the CD drive, and the floppy drive.
All these information you are giving me, I'm sure I may forget some of them. I need to save them in my pen drive.
You surely can, Rainy.
That reminds me, is the pen drive also an input device?
Well, no, Rini. The pen drive is a storage device.
Storage device?
Storage devices are devices which are used to store the work done on a computer. Computers have two types of storage devices, non-removable and removable storage devices. Non-removable storage devices are devices which store data inside a computer. Hard disks are non-removable storage device as it is built inside the CPU.
What about CDs and DVDs?
They are both removable storage devices. Removable storage devices are devices which stores data outside the computer. Pen drives and CDs or DVDs are removable storage devices. CD stands for compact disc and DVD stands for digital versatile disc. We use these discs to store information permanently. A DVD can store much more information than a CD. We use the CD-ROM drive to play a CD and the DVD-ROM drive to play a DVD. A pen drive can hold much more data than a CD. Computers have a special part called the USB port for pen drives. We can plug in the pen drive in a USB port to display the data stored in it. Pen drives are of different capacities.
Thanks, Kliko. You really saved my day. Now I know about the differences between different types of computer devices.
So my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed the related video. So now we are going to start lesson 7 from chapter 2. So our lesson 7 is about software. First of all, my dear students, we will know about the concept of software. What is software? Software is a general term for the various kinds of programs used to operate computers and related devices. So, the term hardware describes the physical aspects of computers and related devices. So here in the right side you can see the types of computer software. So now we will know more about the types of computer software. Here you can see in an easy way what can we say about software. Software means computer instructions or data. Anything that can be stored electronically is software. In contrast to storage devices and display devices which are called software. That means software means set of program where programs are set by step logical meaningful instruction given to a computer. Software consists of program and associated with document. So my dear student, what you can understand that generally softwares of a computer can be divided and one type has already been discussed. So now we will see the types of software. So my dear students, we will know about the types of software now. Computer software can be divided into two parts. First of all, in the left side you can see the application software. After that, in the right side you can see system software. And we can divide the application software into two parts: general purpose application programs and application specific programs. After that, in the system software you can also divide it into two parts: system management programs and system development programs. So my dear students, generally softwares of a computer can be divided into two types. One type has already been discussed and we have already mentioned that we can write, draw picture, listen to songs, roam in internet and do many such works and applications by the help of a computer. So this type of software is called application software. But this application software cannot be used directly in a computer. So operating system activates a computer and makes it ready for work. Operating system prepares many works for uses in the computer so that application software can use those. Supercomputers have their own operating systems. The name of operating system of our familiar PC or personal computer is Windows, Mac, OS, Unix, etc. We have to buy both the operating system and the hardware of a computer with money, and these are very costly. So, many computer scientists of the world have jointly prepared one type of open source operating system which is free of cost. You should not think that as they are available free of cost, they are not good for work. Those are very good operating system. The name of such type of operating system is Linux, which is very popular operating system in the world. Now we will see the logo picture of this operating system. First of all, here you can see the Windows logo picture. After that you can see Mac logo picture, and it is now the Apple logo. After that you can see the Linux logo picture. So these are the pictures of the renowned operating system logo. Now we will see the difference between hardware and software. Here in the picture you can see clearly the difference between hardware and software. Here is a piece of hardware you can see in the picture, and here the piece of program that creates the software. So hardware is the physical components that make up a computer system, and software is the programs and data that makes the hardware do something useful. That means software is not the CD or floppy disk that the program comes on. Usually you are just buying the license to operate them. Here you can see the picture of this logo, the Android logo of Android system, and in the right side Windows logo for smartphone or tab. Now let's see what we have learned from our today's lesson. First of all, we have come to know about the output device. That means output device is the device that receives data from a computer and usually for display, projection or physical reproduction. After that, we have come to know about the different types of output devices name and works. That means the output devices monitor, keyboard, mouse. These are the output devices. There are more, that is plotter, printer. So we have also come to know about the works of these output devices. After that, we have come to know about the difference between input device and output device. That means the device which sends data to the computer, that is input device, and the device that receives data from a computer, that is output device. And in this way we can understand that what are the difference between these devices. After that, we have come to know about software and its work. That means software is basically about the program. So when program related work comes, that time software created, but hardware is the physical appearances and their works are different, but togetherly they make the computer and its works. After that, we have come to know about the types of software. There is basically two types of computer software, that is first of all application software, after that operating system software. So these are the things we have come to know from our today's lesson. So my dear students, now we will see the feedback from our today's class. So let's start. First question, what is output device? Can you answer this? Of course. From our today's lesson, we have come to know about output device. That is, an output device is a device that receives data from a computer, usually for display, projection or physical reproduction. For an example, monitor, speaker, mouse, printer, etc. Second question, write the name of the different types of output devices. The name of the different types of output devices are monitor, speaker, mouse, printer, etc. Number 3, there are how many types of software? There are two types of software. These are application software, operating system software. Number 4, what is application software? A software is a group of various programs and collections of data in the form of instructions given to computer which tells computer to how to work. So my dear students, let's see the homework from our today's class. Learn and write. First question, what is application software? Number 2, touch screen can work both as an input and output device. Explain it. So my dear students, from our today's lesson we have come to know about these things and I know that you can write it well. So dear students, best of luck for your homework and thank you.
My dear students, I hope you all have understand our today's lesson properly and also you have enjoyed our today's video. Dear students, thank you all for your nice cooperation. Stay safe at your home and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.